Straight Talk with your host Reggie B. Come on, let's all join in. Free your voice, it's your choice, all right here. Oh, simply straight talk.
Can you please tell me why men feels like it's all about sex when they with a woman?
I don't know. Probably the same reason women feel like it's all about money.
How did you come to that conclusion? All women are not about money.
And all men are not all about sex. But you know, some women are always posting stuff on social media talking about a man can pay my bills. You see, Beyonce filled y'all head with that mess.
So what about when women are working out and men just stare at you on the treadmill or approaching us with some cummy line like, ooh, baby got yams. Girl, you know I'm a breast and thigh man. But they not referring to sex, are they? Be for real.
You're right. It's some pitiful dudes out there. I guess both sides need to do better.
I agree. You lucky you clean that up nicely.
And now, your host, Reggie Maddox, with the best radio talk on this side of the world.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Simply Straight Talk Show. This is your host, Reggie Maddox, and today we're going to be talking about sex and money. But we're going to be talking about sex as far as women saying that men only want sex, and we're going to be talking about money as far as men saying that women only want sex. Now, do you think this is true? Do you think that this is the real attitude of men and women in this country today, that it's all about sex and money? I mean, how do we get to a point to where we begin to feel that relationships are now based on sex and money, and that is the ultimate goal of both sides between men and women? Now, don't get me wrong. I think men do love sex, and I think women love sex. I think men love money, and women love money. But has it come to a point to where sex and money are being used as a power tool to manipulate people in relationships, to lead people on and emotionally make them feel like, you know, in order for me to get what I want, I got to make you feel good, give you a false sense of, you know, self-worth, a false sense of my love. And in return, I get sex or I get money. So that's what we come to now, right? Sex and money. Men only want sex. Women only want money. Or how about some men only want sex? Some women only want money. But why? What's the ultimate goal? I mean, if you're just looking to say, like, I just need money to pay bills, well, you just got to work at a job. But maybe it's because you want more money than you can get on your own, and you don't want to spend your money. So you rather spend his money and pocket your money. Or maybe he doesn't have the testicular fortitude to man up and be responsible and stay loyal and faithful to one woman. So now he just decided that he's just going to hit and quit whoever he's with. Or have both parties been hurt, emotionally hurt, from past relationships that have caused them to adapt the mentality of women only want money, men only want sex? Because everybody's feeding off of their past relationships. Everybody's feeding off of their pain and the trickery and deceit that has hit them from their past relationships. So now they're bringing it into the future where they're implementing these new tactics on people who had nothing to do with the people that hurt them before. Absolutely nothing to do with those relationships, but they're paying the price. So when it comes to sex and money, is it really about getting what you want, or is it about getting even about your past? See, there's a lot of questions when this really comes to the plate, because a woman considers her body to be holy. So when a man has sexual intercourse with her, it's like, I'm allowing you inside of me, so I'm giving you something that's special. But a man can also say the same thing, because my body is special too. So me going inside your body is also giving you me, because you got to remember something now. When sexual intercourse takes place, the man is taking from inside his body and giving to your body. So you got to be careful when you start talking about, oh, I let you inside of me. Yes, you did. You let the man inside of you. But the man is giving you him, which is supposed to be to create something beautiful under the eyes of God. But now we got to clarify something that, you just can't say because you're a woman and you allow the man to have sex with you, that in itself is unique, it is special, and it is the best thing you have to offer. Well, if that's the case, a man can say, well, I got the tool, so therefore, I'm giving you the best thing that I got to offer. So how does money come to play in all this? If we're saying that our bodies are the best thing, if sex is the best thing that each party has to offer, how does money play up in this? Because it can be phrased in different ways. Because you got to think about it now. Because, a woman can say, listen, before you get with me, I need that bag. Okay? Bring me the Benjamins, the bacon. Okay? I need a C note. How about that blue cheese? You gonna throw me some commas? Okay? I need some racks. How about that scratch? Those are all terms used for money. And then we all know that there are also terms that are used to describe sex. Hey, you gonna let me smash? I'm gonna be beating them guts. Can't wait to slide in. Get some yams. Booty call. Splitting cheeks. Get your soul snatched. Rip and dip. See, all of that stuff is used when it comes to describing sex and money. But the thing about it is this. So we now got the situation where men are saying, listen, if I'm going to be with you, I got to get some. And women are saying, listen, if you're going to be with me, you got to pay for it. So we talking about prostitution on both ends, pretty much, really, is what we're doing. We're talking about prostitution on both ends. Men selling it, women paying for it, or women paying for it and men selling it. So either way, you know what we're talking about here. But the thing about it is this. When we start talking about sex and money, now, especially in today we're a big pop culture society. So when you look at TV shows like the Real Housewives shows, when you listen to some of the songs like Cardi B and other artists, there is a big change and push towards this whole pay-to-play mentality. It really is. It's like, if you want to be with me, you're going to have to pay. Yeah, I'll go out on a date with you. You paying? You want me to sit and talk to you? It's going to cost you. Everything for some women that a man does with them is all about the fact that we can do it. We can go out, but it's going to cost you. Yeah, it's going to cost you. My time is going to cost you. No matter what we're doing, it's going to cost you. And because you got that mentality based around the fact that, whatever I do is going to cost you, we now have the mentality on the other side of, well, listen, yeah, it may cost me, but if I'm going to pay for it, you giving it up. And that's how some men feel. Like, yeah, as long as you're giving up, we can exchange. It's a consensual exchange. But does it make sense to have these attitudes of, sex and money? If we go out, we got to have sex. If we go out, you got to pay. If I spend any time with you, you got to pay. So it's all about money. And there's this big push about money. You want me to talk to you? It's got to cost you. When does talking to people have to cost anything? But today it does. And I think that's the thing. And I get the whole thing to where they was just saying at one point that, women have always been raised to be mothers, to be nurturing, and to be good wives. And men were never raised to be fathers, husbands. But the thing about it is, I think that's actually inaccurate in regards to the fact, now I do believe that yes, women were raised more towards being good wives and mothers, especially in the early days, back in the days. And men were raised more towards, I think they were raised more towards fatherhood, but it was unspoken. It was more so in the games they played. It was more so in the things they did. They're supposed to observe their fathers and kind of learn. But for a man, it was always the thing of, listen, a real man has a family. He protects, he provides. And when a man has a good woman by his side, that they build a foundation together and come up together, that's like the greatest reward for a man at one point. That was a man's greatest reward. I got this beautiful woman by my side. She's intelligent. She's smart. We're a team. We do it together. We operate as equals. That was a great thing. So for women who say, yeah, men have always wanted sex, yes. Am I going to lie about it? No. Men have always wanted sex, but it wasn't to the degree it is today, to where it appears that it is a rampant thing between men and women, where women seem to be money driven and men seem to be sex driven. But like I said earlier, is it because there are so many, entertainment and media posts out there where women are saying that, I got to have that bag. You can't do nothing but pay my bills. Songs by Destiny's Child and all this type stuff. Can you pay my telephone bill? Can you do this? Can you do that? So it's all of these things that's going on that sort of give the impression that this is how society is today. Do I believe it? No. But I'm going to tell you right now, let's get into what we need to get into about this topic. I want to play you a clip of a young woman. Well, she's not actually young, but a clip of a woman who's advising a 20-year-old girl on how to deal with men. When we come back, I want to hear your thoughts about this clip. Here's the clip. Let's go ahead and start it now.
How can a 20-year-old play the game? 20 is too young. I feel like you're still into looks and wanting to be with somebody cute and your own age and da-da-da. And 20-year-old guys or guys close to your age are only about trying to get laid. So you're probably going to get played a lot more than you're going to be able to play these guys, unless you don't care about looks, unless, because they don't care. So if you're 20, you go for the ugliest, fattest dude in your age range, get him to spin on you, and then break up with him. Okay? If go for the most desperate one, the least attractive one. That's how you can play guys in your 20s. If you're still concerned with looks, you're getting played. Okay? So that's the only way you can play men in your 20s, is go for the ugly ones, the fat ones, the ones who don't get dates, the ones who got all this money saved because they can't take no girl out because nobody will go out with them. Go for them. Get you some gifts, take me shopping, something. He got money. Or he'll find some, or he'll go get a credit card or something. But to keep you, he will do it. Okay? Because he's got this pretty girl on his side. All the other dudes are looking at him like he's the man now. He's getting more popular. Other chicks are looking at him. You're getting what you want. As soon as you dump him, some other chick is going to come up and scoop him up. And he's going to be happy about that. You're going to get what you want. You can move on to the next dude and get what you want out of him. Okay, that's what I would do. Say, hey, Big Daddy, how you doing? Mm-hmm.
Now, you just heard the clip of the woman advising the 20-year-old girl to find the ugliest and fattest dude and take whatever she can from him, because that's how she's going to get her money, and just to keep taking and then dump him because somebody else will pick him up and somebody else can get the rest. I mean, if that's what we're teaching young women today, if that's what young women are being taught, just imagine the cycle that's creating with young men. You can have a young man who could have been taught by his father, listen, you need to respect women. You need to be honest. You need to treat them with respect. You need to love them. Be faithful, be loyal. But he runs into this 20-year-old who is now teaching him, listen, it ain't about love and respect. It's about your wallet. And I'm about to empty it out. And when I'm done emptying your wallet, I'm going to tell you to hit the street. Deuces. I mean, honestly, is that what we really want to be teaching our younger generation? Is that the message we want to send? Because that's not the message that should be sent out, because that type of message is really going to create Something to where men are going to respond back in a way of like, oh, so that's what you teaching women? That's what my young son has now got to contend with? Oh, son, let me school you on how you are to treat women now. So it's a cycle to where money, although like women say, no, women are not about money. We just want to be stable. But come on, women, when you listen to what this woman is teaching, this 20-year-old, can you honestly say and defend what she's saying? I mean, if you do, let me know. I want to hear. I want to know, do you agree with her? Or do you feel that she's unjustified or justified in her speech? And you know what? We're going to talk more about this when we come right back because, there's a whole lot more on this here topic, baby. Hey, we're going to spill some more, but y'all stay right here on the Simply Straight Talk Show. We will be right back after this break.
Don't even think about it. We got more straight talk just for you.
Hello, Simply Straight Talk family. If you are enjoying this episode, at the end of the show, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. And why not share this with a friend? Also, visit our blog at newlifenewmind.com, where you can find additional articles on more great topics. Stay tuned. The show will continue right after this message.
RM Viaging is a company based on life's journey and sharing life lessons with the world in the form of laughter and reflection, inspiring people to go after their dreams and not giving up on life. RM Viaging creates inspirational music and motivational speeches designed to motivate all age groups. Visit our website at www.rmviaging.com to hear samples of our music. You will also find motivational articles on our blog page titled New Life, New Mind blog. We also have a weekly podcast hosted by Reggie called Simply Straight Talk, all on our website at www.rmviaging.com.
We're back with the conversation starter and the voice that works harder. Your host, Reggie.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Simply Straight Talk Show. And we're about to finish up this conversation where we're talking about men and women, sex, and money. Now, we're going to jump right back into this because we left off the first part of the show where we played a clip of a young lady advising a 20-year-old girl just to find the fattest, ugliest dude, take him for all he got, and then dump him so the next chick can come back and do the same thing. But now, as I stated earlier, I told you that when you teach our younger generation these things, there's going to be repercussions because now you're going to have somebody from the male side teaching our young men this same bad behavior. Now, I want to play this clip for you. This is from a man, and I want you to hear what he's recommending our young males to do. All right? Listen to this clip.
But if you're a guy and maybe you're trying to get to your purpose or you're trying to get your life better or get back on your situation, maybe you do need to drain a couple dollars out these bitches. Hey, do what you got to do, man. They'll do you. So this basically boils down, guys, is you just got to know women. So what do women care about? Besides their kids, if they have kids, what do they care about? Only themselves, right? So to get money out of women, you got to use their narcissism against them, all right? So use their narcissistic ways against them. That's all you got to do. So since they only care about themselves, get money out of them by convincing them that it's for them, all right? So
now you heard that, right? He feels like you telling women to use their narcissistic ways against them. Well, he's telling young men to use the narcissistic ways of women against them that they have. Because he's saying that you might need to get some bread, get some cheese, whatever, too. So now we have it to where both sides are teaching the other one about money and sex. Because it's all about getting what you want. And for the women, the more money you can get without sex, is actually more of a win-win for them. Now, the lady we played in the first clip actually recommended that women go after handicapped, disabled people because they have money. And one person she mentioned was a paraplegic, and she said, well, you know what? Because it's all broken down there, you can't have sex with them anyway. See, this is the type of thing that's leading men and women to do the things they're doing, which is trying to take advantage of each other. Because ultimately, that's what it is. So I don't think every man wants sex. I don't think every woman wants money. But I think by the message that we're sending out, whether it be on our social media, whether it be in our conversations, we're basically saying, we're putting it out there. We're putting it out there that we feel like, women are saying, look, I know you're going to want sex. So right now, let me go ahead and get all the money I can from you. And the same thing with men. Men like, well, I know if I want some, or if I try to get close to you, then I'm gonna have to spend all this money. Or you're gonna want me to spend a lot of money on you. So in order for me to spend a lot of money on you, you're gonna have sex. So both are saying the same thing, but asking for different things. And it's really crazy because both people, women say they value their bodies more than men. And I think there are some men that do value their bodies, but I think that the bodies should be valued equally because both bodies offer something. Both bodies were meant to be together. But people are using their bodies as negotiating tools. The man like, well, if for me to go out with you, I got to get some. And the woman saying, well, if you go out with me, you got to pay. And everybody's using sex pretty much as a tool for compensation. It's absolutely crazy. But the thing about it now is it's gotten to the point to where it doesn't matter who gets hurt in the process. And I think that's the issue that I'm really having with this. If two people get together and say, listen, I want some, you say you need a phone bill paid and y'all agree to it. I don't agree with that, but that's y'all business. I don't think you should have to go that far. But if you do something like that and y'all agree to it, which technically is prostitution, sort of, whatever. But the thing about it is that's not what it was meant for. And innocent people are getting caught up in the crossfire of people who have been hurt, who have been manipulated, who have been cheated. And, because of this whole mindset of, listen, if I'm going out with a guy, he's going to have to pay me. Or if I go out with her, she's going to have sex. So we're all saying that our time is based on sex and money. Really. That's where we are in this world today. That's how cheap we value our lives. That basically is all based on sex and money. That's what your time is worth. Sex and money. I mean, are we really listening to ourselves? And are we that desperate that that's what we have to resort through in this world? Listen, a gentleman created a response. Well, he wasn't a response, but let me play you this clip. This is a clip of another man. Actually, before we play his clip, I want to play you another clip to where the young lady said she's telling him, how do you get money from a guy so that he'll spend on you all the time? How do you get a guy to spend on you all the time? So let me go ahead and play that clip for you now.
How do you make a man spend on you and keep spending? Get someone who is totally lucky to have you. You got to get someone unattractive who can't believe that they just are in your presence. If you want money like that and them just to spend on you or take you shopping, go get you somebody who you would never want to be with, ever. That's who's going to take you shopping, okay? If you ever go to the mall, you will always see those strippers out with them nasty old men, and they just got 10, 12 bags. Have y'all seen that? They ain't doing nothing with him. He's just paying the bill. So you got to find someone who you are not attracted to, who is lucky to be seen in public with you. I saw this chick at the mall with 10 bags pushing this dude in a wheelchair. And he wasn't even old either. He just paralyzed. But he was spending, and she wasn't afraid to take it either. She rolled him right, put him in that truck, put him on that little handicap lift, and went home with her bags. She had like 10 bags for real. 10, and from nice stores, not them little cheap stores. This was a white chick, but she had like stuff, purses, clothes, Neiman's, Fifth, all that. And she just wrote a little bit. He probably had some lawsuit money from his accident. He ended up in a wheelchair, but she figured it out. So I saw it with my own two eyes, y'all. I was walking out, and I was like, she looked a little bit embarrassed. She looked a little bit mad, but then she looked down at her bags, and she was like, and he was paralyzed from the waist down, so he couldn't do nothing anyway.
So now she's advising how to get a guy to spend. And, it's just really crazy when you hear this. It's just crazy. I mean, I'm curious to know, man, what do y'all think about this stuff? Ladies, guys, tell me what you think, because there's even one portion. I didn't add that in the clip, but there's another clip to where she says, ladies, if you're dating a guy and he buys you something and he doesn't give you cash, but he keeps buying you something, anytime he buys you something, just take it back. Take it back and get the money back. Take it back and get the money back. Take it back and get the money back. And eventually, he'll just start giving you the cash, and then you can have what you want. It's just so many games being played around sex and money. It's ridiculous. Steve Harvey came up with that book, that whole book he created, which was a bunch of crap anyway, which did nothing but inflame the whole situation of sex and money, because I really, just like I always say on here, I always try to catch myself because I don't want to categorize all women under one tree, and I don't want to do the same for men, But Steve Harvey, he was trying to present himself like he knew the thought of every man. The behavior, the actions, the attitude. And I'm like, really? What gives you the right to try to portray every man according to your understanding? Because the last I heard, Steve Harvey don't even know my name. He don't even know me. So him to try to portray every man under one tree is bullcrap. But the thing about it is this. When we're talking about dating and sex, we got people going out on dates now. You might have a woman who really wants to get to know a guy. She really wants to meet a nice guy. And she's thinking that it's going somewhere. If it's a good guy, he's really trying to get to know her. If it's a jerk, yeah, he might be trying to get her to go home, to the hotel, whatever. He's missing out on a good woman because he put sex ahead of getting to know the woman. And it's the same thing about women. A woman can be out with a really nice guy, but because she has that mentality that, he's going to want sex from me, so I'm going to have to get all I can, get my money. You can be missing out on a guy that's not even trying to have sex with you. He's trying to get to know you because he wants somebody good in his life and he sees that potential in you, but you're throwing it away. So what is it that makes people feel like sex and money are the best negotiating tools? I mean, that's what I'm trying to understand. How can you relate sex and money as the best negotiating tools in your life to get what you want? Because ultimately, you have control. I mean, a woman has control over her body. She can say no at any time. No, I don't want to do that, and end the date. A man has the same control. He can say no to his wallet. No, I'm not going to give you my money. No, I'm not buying you this. We just met. You want me to pay your rent? I mean, and I know someone say, well, women don't do that. The truth is, yes, they do. Because I've had women come up, you just met them, and then the next day it's like, oh, I need $400. They're asking you for money based on the fact that they think that their looks is what's going to get them over. Especially, like I said, if women feel like they look so good that you're just going to buy into whatever they say, and you're just going to actually go ahead and fund them that money because they look good. They talk sweet. They wink at you. They give you a little compliment. It doesn't always work that way. But what we want to do right now, I want to play you a clip from a guy. And this is his point of view. Now, he doesn't take the side, he's expressing his point of view, but he's doing it in a more respectful way. Let me play his clip for you.
Women only want glitz and glamour. Nowadays, if you want to date a woman, if you want to go out with a woman, if you want to have a long-term relationship with a woman, you got to have the cash. Got to have cash. And if you don't got the cash or the wealth, then she's going to move on to the next, and trying to find that in the next guy. It's like you have to have a certain title. You have to be successful. You have to be a baller, a shot caller, a boss, in order for these women to want you. It's like Beyonce said, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. And Beyonce wasn't talking about marriage. She wasn't talking about a ring, or she was talking about a price tag, meaning you will have to spend a couple $100 on a female.
Now, some people may agree with him. Some people may not agree. Now, because he posted a video on YouTube called Women Want Glitz and Glamour. And I do think that women do want that. But I don't think all women want that. I think it's just very tough, to find that woman that has not been influenced by friends or people. And just like for women, it's tough for them to find that guy that has his own mindset, that doesn't mind being a man that's not out for just sex. He wants to get to know her. He wants to understand her. He wants to be that guy in her life, because some guys now, like if you buy flowers or you're romantic, oh man, you're a simp, she playing you. You don't know the woman he's with. He can have an honest to goodness good woman who really cares about him, uplifts him, encourages him. So, people oftentimes are just too influenced by everything around them that when the opportunity comes to meet somebody good, they blow it. They blow it because they're so stuck on the fact that, oh, he just want my body. Oh, she just want my money. You know what I'm saying? He just want to smash. You know what I'm saying? She just wants the Benjamins. But you know what? Y'all stay back because I'm about to sum this all up right now because y'all done got on my nerves. Not everybody, but the ones out there causing emotional distraught and hurt. Y'all listen to the Simply Straight Talk Show.
We'll be back with your host, Reggie, on Simply Straight Talk.
Hey, are you looking for some great music, upbeat and with a positive voice? Well, the song I Stand With You is exactly what you need. This timeless song has a pop version sung by Audrey Carmel. And a reggae version sung by General Steele, now known as Revelation.
Now I know some days you may feel blue, Lord. Trust in your greatness to see you through.
These songs are now available on iTunes and other digital platforms for download. Don't miss out. Get your copy today.
Give life your best, and I know.
Are you ready for the straight truth? Reggie, what's the final word for today?
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the final thoughts of today's show. Today, we talked about sex and money with men and women. How some women believe that all men want sex and how some men believe that all women want money. Now, let's just be realistic and be truthful with ourselves, as we have all been played in some way. I have had women who just wanted sex, and I thought it was going to be more. I have had women who just wanted money. So we've all been played. Let's just be honest about it. I'm sure you've done the same thing. You met some man and thought he was a great guy, thought it was going to work out, but he only wanted sex. Some guy out there, you met a woman and she just wanted sex. Then you met a guy that just wanted money. Sometimes women, you met a man that just want money and just want sex. We've all ran into this, but there's no need to keep the cycle going. There's no need to teach our youth that sex and money is the things you need to pursue in life, especially when you're trying to build relationships. It is hard enough in this world already. Just simply trying to find a job, trying to keep your health up, trying to pay bills. It's difficult already without bringing the extra pressure of creating emotional, distraught, hurt, and creating something that's going to pass down that could be generations to somebody else, all because you decided that you were going to manipulate a person, use a person, deceive a person for your own selfish and personal gains. Nobody likes to feel like they've been used. Women, I get it. There are some men out there who are absolutely no good. There are some men out there who absolutely don't care. Okay? I get that. I totally get that. But in the same token, totally understand as well, there are some women out there who are just as bad as men who don't care how to get what they want, manipulate, use people. I mean, shoot, even Cardi B said that she would invite guys back to a hotel, letting them think one thing, and then she would drug them and rob them. So, it's on both sides. But the key thing is you have to change within yourself. You have to decide that the cycle is going to stop. I am not going to create that demon in somebody else to pass on for generations. You have to decide that, you know what? I know who I am as a person. I know who I am in God. If you believe in God, I hope you do. But just realize that sometimes take your time. Women, you don't have to give it up. You don't have to give it up within 90 days. Find out a way that works for you as far as getting to know somebody for a real relationship, not something superficial based on materialistic gains for your self-benefit. At some point, we got to face the facts, man, that we all hurt each other. Sometimes it's intentional, sometimes it's not. Sometimes things just happen. We go out, you get caught up in the heat of the moment. You might have had too much to drink and decided, oh yeah, then at the end, you never had time. You never took time. I'm not going to say you didn't have time. You never took the time to evaluate who you were sitting with and talking to before you made the decision to either give them some money because you felt like they were cute. She smiled, she flirted, she blinked, she winked, she rubbed your shoulder, rubbed your knees, said a few things that made you feel good in the moment. And the same thing for women. He might have said the right thing to you. He might have, bought you a drink or gave you the perception that this was going to be something else. But if you just would have took some time to really talk, step back and look at the conversation from the outside, then both the men and women may come to realize that you can stop yourselves and you have the ultimate say-so as to whether or not you give up your body, whether you give up your money. So let's learn that, man. Let's stop sending out these old sexual demons and money greed demons, and let's just be real with each other. Let's figure out a way to make it work. And most importantly, let's not continue to pass that seed down to our youth. It has to stop. It has to stop. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I appreciate y'all love today. Thank you for watching us on the show. I hope you guys enjoyed this show. And I'm looking forward to season 5. We got some great things coming up, some great shows, some great topics, great discussion. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And once again, this show is staying on. Its ratings are growing all because of you, my loyal listeners. I'm so thankful for you. You guys, keep up the good work, man. Y'all stay strong. Keep it real. And remember, there's no talk like simply straight talk. This is your host, Reggie Matters, checking out for season 4, baby. I will see you in season 5. Yeah.
You've reached the end of another episode of the Simply Straight Talk Show. Connect with us at Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Don't forget to sign up to our newsletter and check out the New Life, New Mind blog at newlifenewmind.com. See you at the next episode.